Yeah. Cold shit. I ain't come with goons, but I'm well connected. Walk in the room, it's pop, 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 like you got rejected. Let me see if you qualify or not. Spinning up in a tinted truck, riding around your block. Busy man, I get a word, he ain't this shit from top to bottom like a motherfucking ceiling fan. Hopping out the rental van, on my way to LAX. Brothers out in Cali and they killers out of every set. But I ain't crippin' on no blood. One West, all my niggas got it out the mud. Put your face on a t-shirt, memory of niggas acting tough in them songs, that's the drugs. I don't need no cases, all my pistols clean. So now I weigh my options, used to use the triple beam. Used to get the wop, mix it with the nicotine. Now I travel state to state and put on for my team.
The fuck wrong with them? Ain't on my level, I should let my dog get them. I see niggas and they feelings, I don't feel them. Keep the Glockin' with me, it was like a ball with me. Be at the end, I gotta stay patient. They hate me, Lord, I gotta stay dangerous. You one of them? Yeah. What's the problem? I'm one West, go to war with everybody. Cut the grass for the snake, fuck the gossip. Front line with them soldiers, that's my posture. Gun drawn, tryna curse the imposter. Shit get out the pocket, go to war with everybody, yeah. Send that hate, make it to the featherweights. Niggas claim they hard, but they sweeter than a Debbie cake. Hold on, think it's time to introduce. I'm a man and a beast and a stepper and a ruler. Hold on, and a G and a soldier and a mover. Hold on, and a killer and a prophet and a shooter, nigga. Trying to stay humble, my shit crazy. Cold leader, need the blue stripes, no brick bags. Can't be serious, you a funny boy, young fly. Look wrong, must be a dummy, I ain't gun shy. Fuck that little bitch, she a hook. Niggas swear he the goat, bring him to the bush. To the bush. The fuck wrong with him? Ain't on my level, I should let my dog get him. Niggas in they feelings, I don't feel them. Keep the Glockin' with me, it was like a ball with him. Be at the end, gotta stay patient. They hate me, Lord, I gotta stay patient. You one of them? What's the problem? I'm one West, go to war with everybody.
I'm from Philly, it get hot, you catch a cold case. I'm one West, these brothers trying to set my soul straight. They done turned me to a prophet from a demon, and I'm locked in this shit and I ain't leaving. Ski mask transform to war mode like I'm Voltron. Stamp on my head and my chest from the most high. Put something tight around your neck like a bow tie. Got my niggas waiting charged up like they phone died.
Red letter, drip clean, it looks so fly. Claim he riding, that's why I left his ass roadside. He gon' die, skyscraper to a nosedive. 9mm plus P, fuck a 4-5. The fuck wrong with him? Ain't on my level, I should let my dog get him. I see niggas and they feelings, I don't feel them. Keep the Glockin' with me, it was like a ball with him. Be at the end, I gotta stay patient. They hate me, Lord, I gotta stay dangerous. You one of them? Yeah. What's the problem? I'm one West, go to war with everybody.
Yeah. U.P.K shit, man, one West. Hey, I'm a U.P.K nigga, I'm stuck in my ways. That's on them, letting cowards fill up they ranks. Goddamn, lost tribes got them following waves. Loyalty a lifestyle, nigga, I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm a saint, no New Orleans, it's going up. Next spot, we at the B&B. I'm turned up, I'll pull up in the SRT. Burning rubber, hey, U.P.K shit. Look, met her at the club, told her pull up to the lobby. She know I'm in the coat, we're all black, no Illuminati. This my other half shit, I can't move without it. These my motherfucking brothers, yeah, what I'm gon' do without them, yeah. If it's beef, I can't wait to sink my teeth in. Niggas going overboard, they off the deep end. Why you tripping off that hoe? That's some weak shit. Told him put me in the game cause I love defense. Yeah, put me in the game, coach. Fuck you thought, he let his colors fly. He ain't cut, we cut him off. Yeah, bounce on, let my fringes swing. Yeah, I'm a dog, and she say she find me interesting. Yeah, want me to call, put me in the game, coach. Fuck you thought, he let his colors fly. He ain't cut, we cut him off. Ay, bounce out, let my fringes swing. Yeah, I'm a dog. Hey, she say she find me interesting. Yeah, want me to call? I ain't gotta settle. I got options, ma. No, I stand on business. My name not Tazar. I'll pop you with this pocket rock. Feed a nigga shells like a taco truck. Hey, this bitch got sound effects. It go pew pew pew. I ain't tripping on no drink. Got bottles in a room. I'm in Durham, North Carolina, bitch. It's 12 a.m. Look at them, they ain't none of us, and we ain't them. I told him, put me in the game, coach. Fuck you thought, ayy, let his colors fly. He ain't cut, we cut him off. Ayy, bounce out, let my fringes swing. Yeah, I'm a dog. Ayy, she say she find me interesting. Yeah, want me to call. Put me in the game, coach. Fuck you thought, ayy, let his colors fly. He ain't cut, we cut him off. Ayy, bounce out, let my fringes swing. Yeah, I'm a dog. Ayy, she say she find me interesting. Want me to call, yeah. UPK shit, man, you already know what it is. It's the 55th annual Passover, man, turn up. We gon' do this shit the UPK way, not the other way. You hear me?
Shalom, Israel. It's that time again. The I.S.U.P.K. under Commanding General YAHANNA presents the Lord's 57th annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 57th annual Passover, April 4th, 2026 in Houston, Texas. All black Hispanics and Native Americans are commanded to observe the Lord's Passover. This will be the biggest Passover to date. You do not want to miss this. Fresh lamb, fresh wine, and bitter herbs as commanded by the Most High. Only $200 per person ages 17 and up. The biggest event of the year. There is only one Passover, and it's under Commanding General YAHANNA. See you there, Israel. Shalom.
Nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and warlike apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us. Watch where you stepping.
Hey, Shalom, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahshua Brakatham to all the brothers, Yahweh Shemal Atham, Bahashem Yahushua to all the sisters. Y'all already know what that is. Understand? Priest and Officer 500 Barak Yalla, Priest Officer 1000 Ariyah, the best show in Canada, One West Ground Zero podcast. If you ain't subscribed to the channel yet, Lord be with you. You understand? That's all I gotta say. I ain't gonna repeat it. This is the best show on earth in Canada. Right, we give you the One West perspective on everything what's going on, pop culture, latest events, World War III, World War I, World War V. Well, guess what? Ain't no World War V after this one. This is the last one. Just like ain't no more captivity for us after we get free from this one. Right? This is the last captivity. And guess what? It was a long time overdue because now I'm tired of being a slave. Imagine being a slave for lifetimes. You know, because brothers die and they come back. Imagine being a slave over and over again. It's time we get it right. You know, it's time we walk on a straight path like the Most High wanted us to from the start. And we don't get in slavery no more. You know, what's going on? I don't know what's going on the third note.
Hey, you already know, man. You already know over here, man. Shalom, Israel. We over here in the north, a lot of wind outside, you understand? But then, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to add, you know what I'm saying? Yesterday, we had an amazing time, you know what I'm saying? At the, you know what I'm saying? Like, break dance battle, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was an amazing thing, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna get some footage ready for next week because people need to see this. We seen a white woman. I thought she was gonna start popping and locking. It seemed like she was having a seizure. I was like, yo, the white woman was having a seizure, you know? And they were just like, and it's amazing. The most amazing part about this is that we're really the salt of the earth, and nobody wants to be like anyone else but us. It's like they didn't have a Ethiopian dance party. I'm gonna have to pull up a clip of an Ethiopian dance. That's funny. The Ethiopians dance with their shoulders and their neck doing all some weird shit. Yo, listen, the Ethiopians dance like weird, and we had like an amazing time because now we're seeing the salt of the earth. Yo, good night. Let me see. What do they call it? I don't know what they call it. Let me look it up. Ethiopian. They call it. I call it the neck dance. Pause. Yeah, see, listen. You go there, and literally that's what it is. The Ethiopian neck dance or whatnot. Let me see. Let me share my screen. This is hilarious.
And so like while you looking up for that, right? And after during the night, right? You know what I'm saying? Like they had the main battle and whatnot. And they were saying, we want to see your soul. You know what I'm saying? When you dance, we want to see your soul.
Damn.
I was like in my head, you know what I'm saying? These Edomites and you know what I'm saying, other races, they ain't got no soul, man. You want soul, you gotta come to make black people win, man.
The white woman started having a seizure. I was like, well, damn, what is she doing? Is she dancing, or should we call 911? You know, but this is, again, it's amazing because everybody wants to be like us, talk like us. Damn, everybody was, you see the China man dressing like he from Harlem or some shit like that? People were dressing like black people. I was like, damn, there's no, they're not competing to dance like Asians or Ethiopians or East Indians. But I'm going to show you, this is not the salt of the earth. We're not competing. This is not why they were dancing. I was like, last night they were popping and locking. Listen, everybody wants to be like us. Nobody wants to dance like these people. This man started like hopping and skipping on the floor on his knees and whatnot, and then he just hopped on and started doing some weird shit. Listen, we're the salt of the earth, and it's crazy how we're so hated. Everybody wants to be like us, but they don't want to be like us. They don't want to know what it is to be black, and that's why white people are mad. They cut in the welfare, they cut in the food stamps in the U.S. You know, they're starting to be. They feel like they're being treated like niggas. That's why white people are mad. White people are mad, be like, yo, we're getting the same treatment as niggas, spics, and savages. And we don't like that. You know, if it was not to feel treated like a nigga, white people will have no issues when it comes cutting up some benefits or whatnot. You know, but now it's like, well, damn, we're treated the same way. We're being treated like the people that we oppress. And still don't want to make an excuse about being oppressed. But you know, again, yesterday was an amazing time. Next week we'll play some of the footage. Damn, I can't still not erase that image in my head. The white woman tried to pop and lock, and I really thought she was dying. I was about to call 911 like someone's having a seizure. God. You know, it's like crazy. The only one who killed it was the sister with the dreads. She's the only one who killed it. Because even the other like brothers that were dancing, they were dancing like heathens. I was like, yo. Oh, are you dancing like no flavor?
God, the brothers had like a little feminine touch in their dance, man. Like it was crazy.
Yeah, they had dreads. I'm not surprised. These look a bit like, you know, flamboyant. Let's put it like that. It's a lot here. But let's get some of these topics. You understand? Again, like, share, subscribe. We're live on I.S.U.P.K Montreal, Toronto, on YouTube and Facebook, and our channel, One West Ground Zero. Y'all better have subscribed yet. If not, you are as feminine, if not more feminine, than these brothers that were gyrating like Ethiopian turkeys. You know, it's a lot here. But let me get some of these topics, and then, you know, let us know Wagwan. If y'all want to hop on the live, we'll just put the stream, the link to the StreamYard in the chat. Now let me share my screen with this. So we have an update. Canada's chief of defense says Canada is ready for war.
Yeah.
Listen, I made a class, right? A Black Swan event or biblical prophecy. For those who don't know, a Black Swan event is like a rare occurring event that you may think will never happen. Why it's called a Black Swan? Because Black Swans exist, but they're a rare sight to see. The point is, we're going to war. It's not no make-believe. It's not a conspiracy theory. It is a biblical prophecy that will come to pass. Now, as far as Canada being ready, I mean, more than half the country is high on fentanyl. The other half is high on whatever opioids. and all of them are high on weed. You know, they're no better than Americans. I think they consume more drugs than Americans. I ain't gonna hold you.
God.
And I ain't even gonna tell you about how people used to be at war. Like if you look at men during World War I and II, whatnot. I don't want to say they were masculine because our oppressor is a natural homosexual, but you see that they were looking more tough. Today, they want to argue, they want to shoot each other about pronouns.
Come on.
They're not ready for war. Good night. It's a lot, yeah.
Come on.
She looked like a pronoun.
This is some This is something that's beautiful to see, because you know what I'm saying, like we see this in the Bible, and then a lot of people that was thinking that, you know what I'm saying, the Bible is false and whatnot. You seeing those prophecies coming to pass. And the thing is, like our oppressor, they actually know the scriptures. They know that, you know what I'm saying, like this, it is for a fact. You know what I'm saying? Like Canada, you know what I'm saying, is gonna go in war like every other countries, man. That's what coming in the that's what's in the horizon right now. You understand? And just recently, I see, you know what I'm saying, she's saying that Canada is ready. Recently, there was an article where they said like a lot of military members in Canada are leaving because they don't pay them enough. You know what I'm saying? They don't pay them enough. They're bad housing, you know what I'm saying, market. You know, they can't find places to live, you know what I'm saying, to stay and whatnot. So, you know what I'm saying? So it's ironically, you know what I'm saying, like coming out now, they're ready for war. Meanwhile, a lot of them are leaving, you know what I'm saying, the ranks, the military ranks, man.
Right. Imagine that. So really, it's just not to put people in panic, because they're going to war. They have to make sure, yeah, we're ready. We're about to fight. People are just leaving. Then how are you ready and everybody's leaving the military? Like, how are you ready and more than half of your soldiers are, you know, besides being effeminate, they're all high. Like, who are you gonna? They're probably gonna shoot themselves in the foot by accident. Why? Because they get high on fentanyl. You know, that's why. Like, I don't understand how you war ready. And yeah. Listen, you know what? Here's the problem, right? Caucasian people in general, they can't show that they're weak. The Bible says the Most High is going to expose their nakedness, meaning they're going to expose their how you call it again? Not their weakness, but I forgot what's there's a specific word for it, right? Their vulnerability. Most High is going to expose how really they're so vulnerable. Was it last year or 2 years ago? There was a Chinese spy balloon that entered Canadian and U.S. airspace. Okay. Like, oh, it's a weather balloon. Oh, the man just came into your house. He peeked. He looked at all your weakness. Talking about, well, you know, we shot down the weather balloon. There was 2 Chinese spy balloons in Canadian and U.S. airspace. In Montreal, a police precinct in Montreal was used as a base for Chinese spy. Y'all had to dismantle it after years, right under your nose. There's so many so-called quote-unquote sleeper cells, like the Afghani people that shot some, where was it again? I think in New York, one of the mass shootings in the US this year. You know, Bondi Beach, Australia. Like, white people make it seem like they're the strongest people on the face of the earth, but they're weak, and it shows. France is crumbling down. The UK is, good night. The UK is a Muslim country. England is a Muslim country. You know, everywhere is white people have lost control, but they still have to keep an image how they're the big bad wolf. That's why the Bible says in Isaiah 31:3. Listen, Isaiah 31:1. You just keep trusting in white people. Why? Because they make it seem like, you know, we're strong and we're war ready. You're not war ready. You're not. You're losing your grip, and it's a beautiful sight to see. Because now that your kingdom is falling down, ours is about to be brought up. The difference is ours will never come down. Christ will reign forever and ever and ever. And that's not a metaphor. Forever and beyond eons. You understand? Salakia.
You understand? And again, not to make people panic and whatnot. You understand? Like, I know they might say, well, you understand, we we trying to make people panic, but it's not that. It's just like, you know what I'm saying, we're telling you to get ready, you know what I'm saying? Get ready because war is coming. You know what I'm saying? It's totally normal for us to see things and to know things and get, you know what I'm saying, tell you to get ready, you know what I'm saying, because it's about to happen, man. You know what I'm saying? And the best place you could be for Black, Hispanics, and Native Indian is inside of the I.S.U.P.K, where the Most High could protect you, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, from the wrath that is coming on this earth, man.
Well, Christ said this, right? That all these things must happen, but do not, do not be afraid, not panic. I'm just paraphrasing in Matthew 24:7. White people panic. You should panic. You should be afraid. Our people, so-called Blacks, Latinos, and Natives, don't panic. Just come to class, contact the I.S.U.P.K in your zone. As far as white people, I'm gonna mention this movie over and over again because it's amazing. You see in Greenland and in The Purge, white people are about to panic just like that. Just prepare yourself to panic. Anticipate that. It's amazing sight to see. It's more beautiful than seeing roaches scatter. Shit. Imagine that. Roaches scattering and unaliving each other, trampling on one another. That's about to be white people. Scattering like roaches, not knowing what to do, not knowing where the next slice of bread is going to come from. And guess what? You should come to class because when these people panic, listen, have you ever seen an animal? Animals, when they're cornered, only have two choices, fight or flight. The white man is not known for its flight. That's when a predator is cornered. When this is the most bloodthirsty, most savage predator on the face of the earth.
Right.
If you are not ready for what's going to happen, you better come to class because when these people feel cornered and not know what to do, look at what happened on January 6th in the US. Look at France. Look at the UK. They felt cornered. The UK is cornered right now by non-white people. So much so that they had to rally 100,000 people, rally to make Britain white again. And they had a clash with the police. And it's about to get worse because they feel cornered. They don't know what to do. They don't know which way to go. They don't know if they should choose the right wing or the left wing. They don't know if they should start a civil war, a race war, or a world war. They really don't know. That's why all will happen damn near at the same time. Because they don't know what to do anymore. You understand? Hey, all I gotta say is, Lord be with y'all. I like to see white people panic. It's funny. It's amazing. It's hilarious. Just like they like to see us being distraught and everything. For them, they laugh at us. But have you ever seen a white person panic? Like a white person in crisis? Let me see if I can see a white woman in distress. Oh, good night. What do you say? White woman in a stress, just stressing. That's hilarious.
So like for the people that do not know why these things are about to happen, you know what I'm saying? Like if you look at in this Bible, you know what I'm saying, and you read it correctly, you know what I'm saying, with a open, you know what I'm saying, like open eye, you will realize, you know what I'm saying, that those people, you know what I'm saying, like that America, Canada, you know what I'm saying, enslaved, you know what I'm saying, put in captivity are the 12 tribes of Israel. You know what I'm saying? The end of this empire is coming. Just like Egypt at one point was a great empire. And what did God do? God destroyed Egypt. Why? Because Egypt had those 12 tribes in captivity and slavery. It is the same thing that's happening. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's not to say like, you know what I'm saying, we are, you know what I'm saying, fear mongering or whatnot. It is what the Bible says. You know what I'm saying? I know Canada want to ban certain things in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, they call themselves a Christian nation. You know what I'm saying? They are a Christian nation that want to bend the Bible. But you know what I'm saying? That's because they know what's happening. They know the truth. They know that, you know what I'm saying, those 12 tribes are waking up right now. And that's what you're saying, you know what I'm saying, like with I.S.U.P.K, is, you know what I'm saying, like Black, Hispanics, and Native Indian waking up, you know what I'm saying, realizing who they are. And this is what they don't want. But war is coming because they actually put those children, you know what I'm saying, those 12 tribes of Israel in captivity and slavery. So like,
yeah, you just reminded me. I think, what is it? Nicaragua, I think they banned the Bible. They're saying no tourists can come with the Bible. Like they already know about to come down there and wake up the people. Well, I mean, we have Bibles on our phone, but damn, if that's what it is, good night. Lord be with y'all. But I don't know if you're ready to move on or not. I know that it's amazing to see them panic. You understand? Let me get the next one. Again, anyone who wants to jump in, let us know. I seen this clip and I'm like, yo, listen, if you don't believe that war is about to happen and that really it will not happen, why are you making these new toys? This look fun. I ain't gonna hold you. It also looks dangerous though. Look at this shit. I want one. I want one.
Okay.
I don't know how much it costs. I want one. Let's take a loan, max out a credit card or something. I want one. Before you get one, just make sure you pay your tithes for Passover, April 4th, 2026 in Houston, Texas. $200 per person. You understand? Good night.
Salaki, I want to add something to this real quick, you know what I'm saying? Because this shows, you know what I'm saying, like Esau, who's Esau, you know what I'm saying? Like Esau does everything in his life, you know what I'm saying, like to weaponize himself, you know what I'm saying? Like he knows how to create the best weapon, you know what I'm saying? The best weapon, you know what I'm saying? Like he knows way to kill, to unalive more than anybody, you know what I'm saying? Because that's who they are. This is actually proof, you know what I'm saying, that the Bible is real, you know what I'm saying? And those Edomites are actually the Caucasian, because there's nobody, you know what I'm saying, on this earth that will, you know what I'm saying, work hard, wake up every day to find out how can I kill more people? How can I unalive more people on the face of the earth? That's Esau. You know what I'm saying? That's what the Bible say according to Esau, man. He's blessed with the sword. You know what I'm saying? He knows how to kill, you know what I'm saying, the ways to kill, you know what I'm saying, that you will never think about. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, right? For those black groups that say like we gotta weaponize and go fight, you know what I'm saying, like the white man with his weapon. The white man has weapon, you know what I'm saying? Like they could just send rays on you, man. He doesn't even have to leave the house. He just send the drone, you know what I'm saying? He's in this living room and sending the drone and, you know what I'm saying, unaliving everybody. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we need a better tactic to fight against that oppressor. We need something else to fight against that oppressor, because actually we can fight the oppressor with his own weapon. But you know what I'm saying? The Bible has the solution. You know what I'm saying? All we got to do is gather together in righteousness and you'll see this kingdom fall. So like,
imagine that. It's such an idiot thing. Yo, we just gonna rise up against the people who manufactured the guns. You think they care? Like, you have probably like a Smith & Wesson from what, 1970? You have them old German guns or AK-47 that's old as hell. This man has the upgraded AK. Listen, this man has firearms that you never seen before. I seen this white man. His thumbnail on YouTube is testing guns from Call of Duty Black Ops. I was like, well, damn, where's that gun in the ghetto? Yeah. Not that we want to see it, but if you think you'll be able to fight the white man with his own toys, are you serious?
Right.
Like, imagine how it's not like black people don't have money, you know, but can you afford this? Can you afford this drone right here? You can't even buy this thing on Temu. I want one. You see this? This is the white. Yo, you see when he's lifting his head and bowing his head down? I don't know if y'all can see the little camera on the drone does the same thing.
Yeah.
Now, you know what? If you don't use that to spy, you'll just attach a bomb on there or whatnot. And then, you know, I mean, go about your business. You'll be amazed. Just like Officer Adiar said, if this doesn't show you who Esau is, I mean, really, you're just dumb. Like, what people on the face of the earth just thought about, you know what? We're going to come to a continent, as opposed to start going to war with these people, even though we have firearms or whatnot. We're going to poison them first, and then we're going to kill all the buffalo, poison the waterways, and then we're going to, you know, finish them off. Like, imagine such a scheme. It's not like, yo, we're going to go to battle. We're going to go to fight and let the best men win. This man had, listen, they lost the Vietnam War. They said, you know what? We're just going to drop napalm from the sky.
Okay.
That's the white man. Imagine that. He's out here dropping white phosphorus in Afghanistan, in Palestine, somewhere in Southeast Asia. Like, who thinks about that? You know, like France poisoned Martinique and Guadeloupe willingly, and they knew what they were doing. Who thinks about, yo, let's use a pesticide on our former slaves so that down the line they just develop all types of diseases? Who thinks like that? The white man. Only the white man thinks like that. You know, like they're out here. Remember, they protested successfwly in the state of Israel to rape Palestinians.
Yeah. Damn.
I stumbled on an article last night. Palestinians, they were doing interviews with the BBC channel, right? The Israelis are using their dogs to rape Palestinians.
Yeah, God.
Dogs mount the Palestinian prisoners. I was like, damn. Like, it's not enough to starve them to death. It's not enough to beat them and break their limbs. You know, they have to humiliate them to a whole different level.
Okay.
And you can't tell me that this man is not the most evil person on the planet Earth. This is what we need to rule.
Right.
Because you know what? When we rule, the Palestinians will be treated better than what they're treated right now in the state of Israel. When we rule, nobody will just be thrown to the alligators coming out of their mother's womb. Nobody will be skinned alive. We will not make chairs out of human skin leather. We won't. The white men did. We will not make dentures out of our slaves. First of all, that's nasty as hell. Okay. But that's cruel. Imagine knocking out a slave just to make dentures for yourself. With the gum and everything. This man is the most evil monster on the face of the earth. And if you keep denying it, this is the reason why Africans are starving to death, because you're denying that we're the real Jews and that this man is the most evil person on the earth. Because the Africans are saying, well, black people in the American and Caribbean are lazy. You know, we managed to rebuild Africa. What about them? They can't do the same? No, we can't. When you keep oppressing us, and even when we do, you keep oppressing us to the point where you destroy a neighborhood and you steal from us and you make money off of us like Akon did, like Burna Boy did. They want to complain about, well, maybe we should do like Africans do. We're not naturally scammers. We're a righteous people. And when we try to do like the heathens do, whether it's Africans or Asian, we're even more destroyed. You understand? A power shift needs to happen, and it will happen. And all you people will bow down and follow the law, statutes, and commandments as everybody has to do and will do in the kingdom of heaven. If not, hey, Lord be with y'all. Salak, y'all.
So like, I just want to add one point, you know, to what you were saying with the oppressor, the Jewish man, right? For those, you know, saying in the government watching this, you know, saying government Canada watching this, it's not to be anti-Semitic, and we can't be anti-Semitic neither, because we are from Shem as well. We, you know, saying we claim that we are the real Jews, so we can't be anti, you know, saying our forefather. But the Bible, according to the scriptures, the same scriptures that the Jewish man has in his hand, the Israelites are supposed to be a light to the world, to the entire world. You know what I'm saying? By the way, you know what I'm saying, they're ruling, you know what I'm saying, by the way they are. The Jewish men use the Bible to, you know what I'm saying, because the Bible has, of course, you know what I'm saying, a superior class, you know what I'm saying, classes of people. You know what I'm saying? You have the rulers, the elites, who are the Israelites, and you have everybody else. You know what I'm saying? They use the Bible to be the most evil creatures on the earth and to get away with it. You know what I'm saying? Imagine, you know what I'm saying, the Bible tells you, you know what I'm saying, you will be a light to the world, a light, you know what I'm saying, in the earth. You know what I'm saying? Peace will come on the earth when you rule. Meanwhile, you have a group of people that's taking animals, dogs, to rape, you know what I'm saying, to rape other people. And none of you, you know what I'm saying, in the government are saying, well, you know what, maybe we should investigate if they are the real Jews correctly. Maybe we made a mistake. Maybe, you know what I'm saying, like, maybe, you know what I'm saying, because yes, and not only that, the churches have the Bible in their hand. It's right there. The records are there. Well, maybe, you know what I'm saying, these people are not the real Jews, because the Jews are supposed to, you know what I'm saying, to act correctly. They're supposed to be righteous when they go back in the land, according to the prophecies of the Bible. Meanwhile, you have a evil monster, a bastard in the land of Israel that's allowing dogs to rape Palestinians, and you don't say nothing. That shows, that you guys are the, that the devil the Bible speak of, the deceiver on the earth. Because you know for a fact that there can't be real Jews when the Bible say, well, you know what, the real Jews will be righteous. Ain't nothing righteous about the Jewish man. So like it.
Damn right. And so like, I want to bring his priesthood. That's amazing. You said a bastard, because that's what the Bible calls them, a mamzer. Zechariah 9:6. It says, and a bastard shall dwell in Ashdod. That's Ashdod. That's over there. Yes, that's the land they're fighting on. A bastard shall dwell in Ashdod. We're not dwelling in Ashdod, as far as I know. You can't say that that's us, B'nai Brit. You understand? You can't say that's us. You're the people dwelling over there, successfully protesting to sexually assault men, women, and children. Imagine that. And you want to make it seem like you're the holy people on the face of the earth? Show me in the Torah where it is lawful for you to commit any deviant sexual acts. Show me that in the Torah. Can you show me that in the Torah? Or is it in a made-up Talmud that makes you suck on baby penises? See, that's the problem. You're not the real Jews of the Bible. You understand? You're not. And we know. And the earth will know. You're exposing yourself. We don't even have to do anything no more. Anyone that doesn't even believe in the Bible or in the Israelite records could just open it and see that you're really not the real Jews. You're not the Israelites. First of all, how do you call yourself, besides to call yourself Jewish, how do you call yourself a Jew and be of any of the 10 northern tribes? Don't you know Jew is short for Judah, the southern kingdom? Now, imagine that. Like, you're so dumb. You can't even lie properly. You said, well, we're the real Jews. From which tribe? Oh, I'm from Issachar. Then you're not a Jew. Because Jew is short for Judah, for the southern kingdom. Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. See, that's the problem. When you will tell the truth, everything will be fine. Your babies won't be molested by rabbis. The Palestinians won't get bombed no more. Africans and Asians won't starve to death. You understand? You won't have to fear North Korea blowing up a missile on your head or some shit like that, right? You don't have to worry about. Listen, China just banned OnlyFans, saying it's a Western disease. There will not be OnlyFans in the kingdom. There will not be any sexual deviancy in the kingdom. You won't have to complain. China also banned any TV shows that shows a feminine man, saying, you know, we can't affect our young children. You won't have to worry about that in the kingdom of Christ. You won't. You won't have to worry about, is a famine coming? Are we going to die, starve to death? Are we going to go to war? This is the last war. You thought about the crusade being a holy war? This is the one true and last holy war on the face of the earth. And Christ will be the victor. Salakia.
And Salakia, just to add one thing, you know what I'm saying, while you're mentioning the other tribes, right? According to the scripture, and again, this is for the government of Canada, you understand? According to the scripture, when the Israelites will go back in the land, it's not only Judah that's going back, it's every one of them, all the tribes.
Damn right.
So if they're over there claiming that they are Jews, then they're coming back from captivity, whatever they're coming back, they're claiming. You know what I'm saying? Where are the other tribes? Because it's not only Judah that's supposed to be over there. It's not only the Jews that's supposed to be over there. All the 12 tribes supposed to be over there, dummies. You understand? All the 12 tribes supposed to be in the land when they go back from the last captivity. That's what we read. Matter of fact, you understand? Us doing the work is actually showing that we are the Jews, because we unifying, you understand, the 12 tribes. This is why you have Black, Hispanics, and Native Indian. We unifying the 12 tribes before we go back in the land. That's what's supposed to happen. Meanwhile, they're over there claiming they're Jews. I'm the Jew, I'm Jewish. But where are the other tribes? You're supposed to gather the other tribe first. So just like you said earlier, you know what I'm saying? These people can't even lie correctly, you know what I'm saying? They lie, you know what I'm saying, and think people are just dumb like they are. It's a lot.
And that's crazy, because the Bible says this as well. When the real Jews are in the land, there will not be war in the land no more. Y'all are just raining shrapnel. Y'all just making shrapnel rain on one another ever since. You know, and more shrapnel is going to keep raining. Why? because the real Jews are not in the land yet. Salakia. Let's move on.
Tous les soldats français qui vont venir au sol ukrainien. Tous. On s'en fout de son opinion.
Vous vous foutez de ce que dit Emmanuel Macron.
Exactement.
Et quand il vous dit qu'il est prêt, éventuellement, à ne pas se fixer de limites.
On s'en fout de ses limites. On s'en fout de Macron, de ce qu'il dit Macron. On s'en fout de limites de Macron. Et on va tuer...
La France reste une puissance nucléaire. Vous l'avez en tête.
Tout à fait, avec 200 missiles. Et donc, on va tuer tous les soldats français qui vont venir au sol ukrainien. Tous. Parce qu'aujourd'hui, il y en a, durant le conflit en Ukraine, 13 000 mercenaires, dont 367 Français et dont 147 ont déjà tué. Donc, il y en a 147 citoyens de la France qui ont été tués en Ukraine. Et on va tuer tout le monde. Vous inquiétez pas.
All right, so, you know, listen, I'm going to tell you for y'all. Listen, this man is a Ukrainian vice president, right? From Duma. He's saying they're gonna kill every single French soldiers. Listen, we don't care about Emmanuel Macron. We don't care about the French president. The guy who's interviewing him is like, yo, you know they have nuclear power. He's like, yeah, we know. They have 200 nuclear missiles. We don't give a damn. We're gonna kill every French soldier over there. There's 13,000 mercenaries. 367 are French. We already killed 147, and we're gonna kill them all. We don't give a damn what the president says. Listen, damn. Good night. That's not really brotherly. White people, why y'all killing your French brothers? It's not brotherly at all.
That's what white on white
together. And they want to talk about black on black crime. Why they don't speak on that? What this man said, they're gonna unalive everybody. He said we don't care about nuclear missiles. No, right? Ukraine don't have no nuclear power. That's why it's having a nuclear missile, right? They don't. He said, I don't give a damn. And this is biblical too. Listen, Putin is about to take back Ukraine. Is going to be a Soviet reunion. France is about to join them as well. They're not going to have a choice. They're really not. Damn near. And for those who don't know, right? I think probably like 90%, give or take 90% of natural resources in Europe is in Russia. The rest of Europe is broke. They're in debt. They probably have some reserves of gold or whatnot, but all the natural resources is in Russia. And for the most part, the rest of the natural resources of Europe that's not in Russia is in the west, is in the eastern part of Ukraine that is being taken back. It's amazing. It's beautiful. Why? Because it's biblical. That's why. The man said, we don't give a damn. We're killing every French soldiers.
Killing everyone.
And
I wanna give a hand to Commanding General YAHANNA, because I remember he was exactly saying, you know what I'm saying, like when you thought, you know what I'm saying, like these things will not happen. Commanding General YAHANNA said, you know what I'm saying, that France will beat with Ukraine, with Russia, will join Russia. And now you about to see this. Because if the Ukrainians, you know what I'm saying, are killing French soldiers and whatnot, what's the next move? You know what I'm saying? France is going to be allied with Russia. You know what I'm saying? That's the next move for France. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is why we chose, you know what I'm saying, to be in the I.S.U.P.K. And we're proud to be, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, following the orders of Commanding General YAHANNA, because the men that we follow, the leaders that we follow are men of God, man. They're not like your Christian preachers. They're not like, you know what I'm saying, like who you follow today, you know what I'm saying, your whatever type of leaders, you know what I'm saying, or so-called leaders that you follow. We have a true leader, you know what I'm saying, in the I.S.U.P.K., and his name is Commanding General YAHANNA, man.
Yeah, I'm right.
That's telling you, you know what I'm saying, I'm right. You know what I'm saying, telling you to get ready, and it's being, you know what I'm saying, saying that these things are about to happen, and we're seeing those things happening on the face of the earth. You know what I'm saying? If you're not in the I.S.U.P.K, you know what I'm saying, like, I feel sorry for you. So like,
I truly feel bad for you, because you want to talk about the Quran is the truth. The Quran has prophecies. Show me that prophesied in the Quran. You know, all while the Zulu nation of who? Africa Bambati boy? See, that's the problem. Listen, you think about, y'all are false prophets or whatnot. Commander Yana told you that. I remember seeing a tape in, was it 2014 or something like that? An old tape before I joined the truth. I remember that. Like you don't see like everything we told you is happening, and you still want to deny it. Hey, no sweat, Lord be with you. If you want to trust in white people, when white people empire is clearly falling before your eyes, don't you see they lost their grip? They can't even control themselves. They can't control themselves. They can't control the influx of migrants coming in and out, right? They have no control over anything. They can't control their drug habits. Now they're realizing, well, we're too high to even be in control. You think those politicians don't get high and snort all the cocaine in the world? Was it some comedian, some white comedian was found overdosing? And there's a tape of him talking about, well, he don't mind doing a little crack here and there. This is the people that is governing the planet. Junkies. But hey, you know, I would have more trust on a junkie on the block than in a junkie in the Oval Office.
And Salaka, you know what I'm saying, that devil, you know what I'm saying, had no regard for life. Like he said, I'm killing everyone. We killing everyone. Yeah.
That's white people. That's white people for you. The most plus thirsty nation on the face of the earth. He said, we don't give a damn about the presidents. We don't care if they could annihilate us with 200 nuclear missiles. We're killing everyone. That's what he said.
So like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You think you're gangster on the block, you know what I'm saying? Because you go after black man, you know what I'm saying? Another black man, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is real gangster, man. This is the gangster on the face of the earth. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't give a damn. We're killing everybody. You understand? And I want to add this, right? You know what I'm saying? Because I was saying yesterday, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, something came on my mind when I was on the train. You know what I'm saying? Let's start nudging, you know what I'm saying? Like, you see another black man, you know what I'm saying? Nod your head, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's have that back, you know what I'm saying? Like we used to back in the days, you know what I'm saying? Instead of like, you see a black man, you mean mug, you know what I'm saying? You mean mugging your brother for what? You know what I'm saying? Give him a salute, man. Shake your head when you see a black man, man. You know what I'm saying? It's not time for you to be, you know what I'm saying? You don't know the other black guy and you mean mugging him. Nah, man. You know what I'm saying? Those times are over, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's start loving one another, respecting one another, salute another black man when you see him, man. So like it.
Damn right. Salaki. We still on the topic of war for a minute. Sons and daughters need to be ready to fight, warns UK defense chief. If you think the world war is not happening, you just hear about war everywhere on every single corner of the face of the earth. It's all about war. Imagine that. The UK say, yo, get your sons and daughters ready. And that's how, just like in Canada, they're not ready for war. This man said, get your sons and daughters ready. I think, what is it? In Germany, they start a new conscription or circumscription. I forgot how you pronounce the word, right? The moment you're 18, you're going to have to fight for Germany. Germany basically dismantled their military after World War II. They built it back. They're like, no, we're about to go. We're about to join the fight. We have no choice. And the world knows that they have no choice, even though they were made to dismantle their military. You know, now they're allowed to bring it back. Why? Because everybody knows what's about to happen. They don't openly say it. You know why? Because they don't want you in a state of panic. That's why. They still need to make it seem like they're in control. Make a little announcements here and there, just in case, you know, in case we go to war, just be ready to fight. Just in case. We're not going to war, but, you know, worst case scenario, if we're going to war, things that y'all are going to war. Race war, civil war, world war, it's all happening. You know, y'all need, go to the gym. Y'all going in chains. That's what's about to happen. Go to the gym. You know, do the farmer's walk. Because, hey, I don't know about Adayar, but I pray that I may have some mercy, because if not, y'all going to complain. There are men above me like, yo, he's pushing us too hard on the on the plantation, picking up all the sugar cane. And my ancestors had to pick sugar cane until they die. You ain't dead yet. So why are you complaining? You know, well, you've been working for what, an hour? We work for 400 years and you're complaining. Pick that sugar cane up. I need to make some juice, some rum. You need to make some sweets and some candies. You know, stop complaining. Pick the sugar cane up. You understand? Salakia.
You understand? And to be again on the topic of war, this shows that the Bible is true, man. You understand? Like, you're seeing like all these nations getting ready. You understand? That should tell you something. At least that should put a light in your head and be like, well, what's going on right now? What's really going on? Because we're seeing, like, you know what I'm saying, Canada saying they're ready. You know what I'm saying? Russia is ready. Ukraine is ready. You know what I'm saying? Like, China is ready. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's getting ready for war. Meanwhile, you know what's going on with you? You're getting high. You know what I'm saying? You're smoking weed. You think, you know what I'm saying, another big booty, you know what I'm saying, is what you should, you know what I'm saying, want to get. You know what I'm saying? You want to dance your life away. You want to the loose legs. The loose legs, you know what I'm saying? You want to, you know what I'm saying? You're in search of the loose leg. You know what I'm saying? Then where's the next, you know what I'm saying, pleasure, you know what I'm saying, I could find, you know what I'm saying? That's what's going on with you. That's what's wrong with you right now. You know what I'm saying? You said you thinking about your flesh. Meanwhile, these nations are ready, you know what I'm saying, to unalive everybody. You know what I'm saying? Just like you heard, you know what I'm saying? Like, they are ready to unalive everybody. You want to get high and have fun. You know what I'm saying? That's what's in your mind, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we want like real men to stand up and, you know what I'm saying, like, to be ready to protect Black, Hispanics, and Native Indian when those time, you know what I'm saying, comes on the earth, and they are coming in, of course. So like,
and you know what's crazy is that Trump is about to decriminalize marijuana. Like, that's why Canada is not ready to go to war. They're all junkies legally, because we've been legal since what, 2017, 2018. It's legal. You go, listen, they run the trap house. They just sell weed legally. They decriminalize every drug in Canada. You could walk in Canada with fentanyl, get high, and you will not go to jail if you have the recreational amount. Trump is about to do the same, starting with marijuana. Because you think about all the conspiracy theories about, oh, they keep us enslaved and whatnot. They're gonna keep you high. That's really it. Like Adia just said, you're not ready because you're getting high. As opposed to rolling up some weed and looking for the next conspiracy theory on YouTube, put the blunt down. That's it. Everything is a conspiracy theory besides the fact that they get you high. That can't be a conspiracy theory because God made the plant. You know what else? What other plant God made? The coca leaf, the one being used to make cocaine, the one being used to make heroin. You understand? What else? All these drugs are made from plants. The only plant that is okay to consume and burn in your lungs is marijuana for whatever reason. Why don't you get high on parsley? Why don't you get high on, I don't know, carrot leaves or something like that? Why don't you smoke broccoli? It's man-made as well, right? Oh, so like the other one.
And so like, just to add in real quick, right? Everything is GMO, you know what I'm saying? To them, according to them, everything is GMO. Don't eat this, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't eat the fruits, you know what I'm saying, with no seeds and whatnot is GMO. Don't eat none of that. Meanwhile, they never say like that weed is GMO. You know what I'm saying? I never heard a weed smoker say, well, this weed is GMO. I'm not smoking it. So like, you know.
Imagine that. See, that's how much of a junkie you are. Everything is GMO and bad for your health except the weed. The weed can't be GMO. You grow it yourself, right? That's why I can't listen to junkies. Like, junkie behavior. Yo, listen, God gave the plant. Oh, you know what? I had this clip. I found out. I had to look this up. Did you know that a rolling paper company is owned by French white people? Y'all smoking OCBs. OCBs are owned by. Y'all didn't know that? Let me pull the clip. So, good night. Throw out that one. You just reminded me of that. This is not a conspiracy theory.
Tu connais le lien entre ça et ça? Spoiler, c'est le B de Bolloré. Alors, le papier OCB, c'est du papier à cigarette produit depuis le 19e siècle à Perpignan. Devine qui en est devenu le principal actionnaire, la famille Bolloré.
Yes, listen, I'm gonna stop right here. I won't play the whole clip. This is long, right? But these people, the Bolloré family, are the people who owns the OCBs. And of course, it's not a conspiracy theory. You know, you think the white man does anything to help you? Now, make it make sense. He's keeping you a drug addict, and he's making money off of you being a drug addict. You think it's just because of crack cocaine? He's selling you the rolling papers. He's selling the marijuana. He decriminalized it. He has the monopoly on it. You want to talk about GMO, not GMO, all the conspiracy theories. Nigga, you get high. And that's the plot. It's not about the aliens or the 5G towers creating COVID or the Illuminati or the reptile people. Listen, just read. You will find everything in the scriptures. These people keep you subservient in all types of way possible. One of them is by allowing you to smoke weed. Imagine that. They said weed was bad because of hippies and whatnot. It kept people too soft and subservient. Now they do it legally. They said, let's decriminalize it. Let's legalize it, because they see the power weed has over you, especially if you're a destroyed people. You understand? Just put the weed down. Put the blunt down. That's really what you need to do. Because by the time you realize a bomb is dropping, you're going to be too high to even look up in the sky. God damn. Salak, yada. Move on to the next one.
Could have written a book and said, I think that we did a great job ending slavery, which we did. But I don't know if this is just because it helps you become a bestseller, but you add this line, the tyranny of imaginary guilt. You're a Christian theologian, and you're saying we shouldn't feel guilty at all about 3 million Africans being taken out of their homes and moved to across the Atlantic? The guilt is imaginary? Why can't we have guilt and also believe everything you just said?
First of all, we can only feel guilt for something we did.
We did. We did take 3 million people out of Africa.
You and I didn't. No, you and I didn't. I can lament what some of our ancestors did. I can't feel guilty for it.
So that means you take... So hold on. So you're telling me with a straight face, you don't take pride in Britain, in us defeating the Nazis in World War II? You've never taken pride in that?
I take pride in it. I admire the fact of what
How can you take pride in it? It's not us.
Well, no, of course, I can't claim the credit for having done that, because I didn't. My parents did. I didn't.
We as British people take pride
only indirectly.
So why can't we take guilt indirectly?
In terms of guilt, because you cannot be guilty for something you didn't do. You can be responsible for the effects. You can't be guilty for it.
But you can take pride in something you didn't do. But you can take pride in something you didn't do.
Metaphorically. So I prefer to use the word admiration now.
The white man is the devil. Good night. Like, you see, when you cut white people with their own shit, it's basically saying, well, we can't feel victims for slavery because we haven't been physically enslaved in 1492 to 1500s, 1600s. All right, so you can be a victim for the Holocaust. You were not in a gas chamber. I mean, why are we remembering 9/11? You were not in the towers. You're not even related to anyone that was in the towers. I mean, it's the same train, it's the same logic. If you can't feel guilty for anything you do, right? Meaning you can't be put in a basket of the people who perpetrated such acts of, monstrous acts. No sweat. So why are you putting black people in the same basket as one black person that committed a crime? You see, the problem is white people, they like to pick and choose what to feel proud about and what to feel guilty about. Yeah, it just reminded me, I just made a clip on that. White PTSD versus black PTSD. They have no issues recognizing white PTSD coming back from the war, especially when PTSD, is either something happened to you, or you committed something against someone, or you witnessed it. but they don't feel no type of PTSD for anything they did to us in slavery. You know, and I had mentioned, you feed our baby to alligators like a newborn child. It's not traumatic. You take a newborn child, and a lot of them, you skin a newborn baby alive and throw it to gators just so you could almost hunt the gator to extinction. You feed us to sharks. Like, some people think, yo, I'm uncomfortable seeing bloody scenes in the movie. I mean, your people were not uncomfortable just tearing us apart. Literally, they quartered us, tie arms and legs to horses and slap the horses on the back so they could run in 4 different directions. That's not shocking to you? Maybe I'm confused. Maybe I don't understand. Maybe I missed something. Salak, yeah, I don't.
So like, I just want to share my screen real quick, all right? So like,
Kawakan.
you understand? This is what the Bible says. This, you understand? In Isaiah chapter, can y'all see my screen? You understand? Isaiah chapter 14. You understand? Verse 21. You understand? Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers. You understand? That they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. You understand? That devil, you understand, like say, well, I can't feel guilty for it. Meanwhile, you in your position today because of those crimes. You understand? You ruling the world because of those crimes, because of rape. You know what I'm saying? Your ancestor raped everybody, man, woman, children, you know what I'm saying, even the animals. You know what I'm saying? That's why, you know what I'm saying, you're allowed to talk and to go on shows and to have, you know what I'm saying, your millions and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Come on. You know what I'm saying? That's why you're allowed to do this, man. Why? Because of that. Because of the crimes, and you don't feel guilty. And this, Canada, you might as well, you understand, take note, you understand, from the I.S.U.P.K. Okay, these are the verses we're gonna ban, because that's one of the verses in the Bible, the future, you understand, of what's gonna happen. Of course, it's talking about Babylon, but you are Babylon as well. You are spiritual Babylon today. You understand? Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it wasn't you. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't you. You didn't put us in slavery, but you benefit from it. And you guess what? You still oppress the people, you understand? The children of those people. You still oppress them. You still hate them. You still target them. You understand? You still racial profile them. You still commit atrocities on them. You still have agendas on them to destroy them, man. So yeah, it wasn't you. We understand it wasn't you. You didn't put no chains on the neck of the slaves and whatnot, but you benefit from it. And you don't feel guilty about it. You don't feel no, you know what I'm saying, no type of sentiment and be like, you know what I'm saying, remorse and feel, you know what I'm saying, like, God damn, what did we do? Well, you know what? That's why the Bible says this, man. Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers. Slaughter is coming to you. So like a priest.
Damn right. And if you don't feel guilty for what other white people did, right? I should not be charged and say, well, all you black people sell crack and are criminals. I don't. So why should you tell me that too? Because I could just tell you, listen, all you white people are just mass shooters and pedophiles. Okay. I mean, and y'all the biggest drug addict on the face of the earth. Matter of fact, let me see if I can find this. I seen this thing, right? I don't know why it took a minute to admit. It's not like it was a secret. They crowned the Queen Victoria the biggest drug dealer on the face of the earth. And Pablo Escobar had nothing on the British crown at the time. Till this day, she was selling all the opium in the world. Why do you think they went over there and try to colonize the Chinese? They don't give a damn about the gunpowder or whatnot. They didn't give a damn about, you know, the tea trade routes in India. It was with white people, so it's always about drugs and money and stealing resources. That's it. Like they're gonna make it seem what they're here to civilize the people. I mean, all the heathens have disgusting, filthy, what you call it again, cultures, right? But you can't say that white people were more civilized than the East Indians. You can't say white people were more civilized than the Asians. You understand? Like, imagine that. Out of all the nations on the face of the earth, the Most High had to specify which nation he hated the most. And it says in the Bible itself that he has no land. Like out of no fertile land out of all the places on the face of the earth. Because I've been to Africa. I've seen some beautiful places. You go on National Geographic, they show you nature in India. They show you nature in China and Asia. They show you nature in Australia. You see beautiful places. Listen, some of the most beautiful beaches are in the Philippines. But the white man's land, natural state is a desolate land. Literally. And that shows you that really out of all the nations that he hates you the most. So Sister Barak, where is it? Is it Malachi? Let me pull that up real quick. I think it's Malachi chapter 1 and 4. Malachi chapter 1 verse 4 said, whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. You ain't gonna build nothing. Like, in order for white people to have a beautiful quote unquote estate, they have to steal the land from someone. Thus said the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord had inked the nation forever. Listen, let me show you a thing, right? Let me see. Let me play this clip right here. Let me find a short clip. Damn. Okay, there you go. You're gonna see some of these most beautiful places in the world, right? And none of them belong to white people. Natural.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 most beautiful places in the world. Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe. Island. Picture a place where the most intensely unnatural colors are real, where jagged rock formations seemingly drip into hopelessly clear water, surrounded by rich lagoons and richer forests, and you've pictured Palawan. Largely untouched by man, it's been voted the world's most beautiful island more than once, with its beach El Nido also topping lists. Cartoonishly colorful and psychedelically vivid, this hidden gem is accessible by plane or boat and is home to unique wildlife, including the Philippine mouse deer and purple crabs.
You ain't telling me that's not a beautiful place?
Number 9, Seljalandsfoss. These falls are...
This is Iceland, but Iceland do not belong to white people originally. They don't.
Among the best known in Iceland, I.S.U.P.K. Best still, the location it's 8, Tidsvitsa Lakes National Park, one of southeastern Europe's oldest. Number 7, Algarve Banaju.
Some of the most beautiful places on the earth. None of these belong to white people originally. It says Australia. We know who the indigenous Australians are. Not white people. But this is white people land. A desolate land. A cave. There's not even a drop of water in the cave. Imagine that. Like, you're a people that's so diabolically hated that the Most High say, you know what? Even the Africans have water. They have crocodiles, hippos, and whatnot. The Asians, the East Indians, even though they defecate in the water, at least they have water. It's a lot. You know, it's a lot. You know, even if they worship elephants, at least they have wildlife. White people have nothing. They barely have a grain of sand on their natural land. You understand? Salak, y'all.
You know what I'm saying? It's crazy out there, man. The oppressors, the damn devil the Bible speak of, man. You understand?
Damn right. We have a few more. Let's move on to the next one. And I've seen this. This kind of pissed me off, right? 21 Savage lately said, fuck the streets. And immediately he got some heat from 2 artists. One of them was Fivey. Fivey said he can't let you niggas say fuck the street because the street is treating him and his family good. See, that's the problem when you get high. You say dumb stuff. You know, if you're really from the streets or know anything about the streets, right? You probably lost a friend or two, a family member or two, and you glamorize it. Listen, 5e needs to stop getting high. Talking about always getting high on a Percocet or whatever, I don't know, whatever stuff he consumes. The problem is when you get high, you say dumb stuff like that. How is the streets treating you good if it makes you kill your own brothers and sisters? We're gonna talk about a conspiracy theory. Conspiracy is the streets is treating you good. Ain't nothing wrong with the streets. Streets is killing you. Streets is making your sisters and your mother a whore. That's the streets. You understand? The streets is making you dumb as a rock. And white people see this like, yes, we need to. Listen, he wants a raise. That's what he wants.
And this is like the type of risk. That's like actually Stockholm syndrome. You understand? Like the thing that is destroying you is the thing that you love. You understand? Imagine, you understand, like going back to your abuser all the time and saying, I love my abuser. You understand? This is exactly what, you understand, what a lot of our brothers and sisters are suffering from. You understand? The street is what is destroying. So many men, black men are killed because of the streets. Meanwhile, you understand, you glorify that lifestyle. But you know what? The moment that something bad's happened to him, he's going to understand that. You know what I'm saying? We don't wish bad on our brothers and sisters, but sometimes, you understand, like you got to learn. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to learn from the mistake of others. You want to learn from your own mistakes. And this is, you know what I'm saying, why we dying. This is why, you know what I'm saying, we in the situation, in the hell that we in right now, because we glorify the things that are killing us instead of glorifying us and those that are promoting what brings us to life and gives us life, man. So like,
damn right. And the other artist is no one else but Boosie Badass. Right. Listen, who was another junkie?
Yeah, gone.
You understand? He said, y'all need to stop rapping about the streets. Listen, I remember when, like, a lot of people rapping about the streets were not about to glamorize it. They're rapping about the struggle and the reality of being in the streets, right? Now y'all turn out, listen, you see how y'all complain about, oh, we're losing so many good rappers. They're dying too young. Yeah, because of dumb niggas like you glamorizing the streets. It's not about talking about the struggles. Not it's about making this song about killing each other. You know, like some of them are talented and they just die young. Why? It's talking about, yo, I'm gonna use a switch on this Glock, and I don't even know what these niggas saying these days. I barely listen to the new age rappers. They say all types of dumb stuff, glamorizing killing each other. And some of them are gonna turn around and say, well, we should not talk about this or talk about that. Even the old heads like Snoop Dogg in the game talk about we should not, stop gang violence. Nigga, you still promoting Crip? You're 60 years old. Sit your ass down. You're about to be crippled trying to Crip walk. Fucking break a bone or fucking snap your kneecap and shit. Salakia. You know?
Go ahead.
No, it's like that was it.
Okay, cause I just wanted to add, like, you know what I'm saying, like a lot of these rappers understand something too, that if they don't sing about killing and murdering their own people, you know what I'm saying, the Jewish man is not gonna pay them. You know what I'm saying? And this is a war tactic, you know what I'm saying, against us as well. You know what I'm saying? Like it should be classified as a war tactic. Why? Because the Jewish man will never tell the Chinese artists to sing about the destruction of China. It will never tell another nation to sing about your own destruction, turning your woman into whores and whatnot. He does that to us. You know what I'm saying? We should bring those Jewish, you know what I'm saying, like those Jewish businessmen, you know what I'm saying, corrupt businessmen and whatnot, you know what I'm saying, scammers to justice. You know what I'm saying? Those executive, those record labels, you know what I'm saying, directors and whatnot, how you call them. We should bring them to justice, you know what I'm saying, and say, well, you know what? It's because of you. You know what I'm saying? When you try, a lot of white people want to say, well, you know what? Black people sing about this, they sing about that. Yes, this is, you know what I'm saying, their culture. No, it is not. It is not our culture, but it is the Jewish man that is pushing those artists because they're poor, because they need money. You know what I'm saying? Using them to sing about the destruction of black people, man. Because they tell them, if you don't sing about that, you're not going to get paid. You can't mention Jesus. You know what I'm saying? I remember back in the day, one of these artists say, this is my contract. I can mention Jesus in my song. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because the Jewish men don't allow that. You know what I'm saying? If you see, like, you know what I'm saying, those songs out there today, you know what I'm saying, about the destruction, you know what I'm saying, promoting the destruction of our people, it is because of the Jewish man. Meanwhile, this is not anti-Semitic. This is actually the truth. You understand? It's a lot.
And you want to talk about conspiracy theories? Well, I'm gonna play you a conspiracy theory clip, and then tell me about it.
Really,
particularly on women. But I think it helped change the course of the crack epidemic. I don't know what's this opioid thing, man.
Well, being a crackhead wasn't cool back then. Being a crackhead wasn't cool. Now they seem like they're making it cool to be drinking lean and syrup, and
it's the most dangerous. It's the most dangerous thing that's facing our society.
So why sign an artist that would promote that?
Because I already answered that question. You weren't paying attention. She asked me talent or issues, and I said talent. But I have to. I can't give up on people.
I don't think that's hypocritical, though. You're saying
it's opportunistic. Yeah. I got people to feed. I got a business to run.
You're gonna make Dame Dash take this clip and call you a culture vulture.
Who's Dame Dash? You brought him up. I don't even know him. So you bring his name up. I don't even know him. So
y'all made a lot of money together.
Made a lot of
Come
money.
on, Leo. Don't do that to him.
I don't know him. I really don't.
This man said, I got people to feed. The white man don't give a damn about you. He'll make sure you promote gang violence, drug use, because he has people to feed.
God.
He has his son's bar mitzvah coming up.
God.
He just celebrated Hanukkah. On the topic of Hanukkah, listen, you can feed all the people you want with all the money you're making by what do you call it? Benefiting from our plight and destruction. But the Most High is not playing with you. You understand? You better tread carefully on what you do to our people. The Most High is not playing. We don't have to lift a finger. The Most High is seeing what's happening right now. What is it? Zechariah, I think it's 2 and 8, 2 and 7. Let me bring this up. Zechariah chapter 2 and 8. For thus said the Lord of hosts, after the glory and he sent me unto the nations which spoiled you. For he that touched you touched the apple of his eye. We're the most precious thing unto the Most High God of the children of Israel, the only one true living God of the face of the earth. You touch us, he's gonna eradicate you, exterminate you. He might not do it tomorrow. He may do it in a year or so. But he's gonna do it in the blink of an eye. And until then, he's gonna ramp up the plagues and destruction that is gonna befall your people. Why? Because you murder us. Because you make us murder each other. You promote our destruction and thinking that it's normal for us. Like so much so that some black people think it's normal to be high. I remember growing up, I was asked when I was like 11, 12, yo, do you smoke weed? Do you sell it? I'm like, wait a minute, how is this just asking me just casually? Why don't you do it? And I said, no, why don't you do it? What do you mean why don't I do it? Like I'm supposed to do it. Like I'm supposed to commit crime. I didn't understand it at the time. You know, you're ignorant, you're young, you're 7 years old. Like you see like teachers and white people around you talking about, yo, you're gonna end up in jail. And so, like, why? Like, why would I like what makes you think I'm gonna end up in jail? What makes what's the image that I'm portraying as a child that said, well, I'm gonna end up in jail, I'm selling drugs or commit crime or whatnot, die young. You know, then you understand it's a whole propaganda pushed on your people. You know, but this is why this white society is being destroyed right now, because of the lie you push on us. And I keep bringing up the movie Greenland because there's 3 scenes where the white woman panicking gets saved by her brother, right? Then she get helped by Mexicans. Then she get, reunited with her child because of another brother. But the plot of this movie is the destruction of your society, the destruction of your world is happening because of what you did to these people. that helped the white woman in the movie. You understand? That's why it's happening to you. This is why your kingdom is falling. This is why your economy is collapsing. This is why you're going to war. This is why you die of COVID. You want to poison us with crack cocaine? Well, now you're dying because of the opioid crisis. The Mexicans are not to blame. The fentanyl is coming from China, but don't blame the Chinese. Blame the repercussions of the actions you committed against the people who are the apple of the eye of the Most High God, who happen to be the people you call niggas, sticks, and savages, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians, who are really the real biblical Jews of antiquity, the Israelites, the 12 tribes. Now you discuss the filthy bastards over there that dwell in Ashdod. Salakia.
Salaki, I just want to add also, maybe black people should take the term anti-Semitic, because what he just said, like, you know what I'm saying, that devil said it was anti-Semitic. You know what I'm saying? Should we do that, white people? Because if it was on the other, you know what I'm saying, other foot, if the ball was on the other foot, you know what I'm saying, and the black man, the black executive producer, you know what I'm saying, will say, well, you know what, I got children to feed, so I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying, like, promote, you know what I'm saying, we need to promote the, you know what I'm saying, Holocaust. You know what I'm saying? You got to sing about how the Holocaust was good. Jewish people would say it is anti-Semitic, and you know what I'm saying, like yell, you know what I'm saying, be sensitive and whatnot, you know what I'm saying, like a whole uproar. Meanwhile, what do you say about us, white people? You know what I'm saying? Maybe, you know what I'm saying, maybe it is anti-Semitic. Since you don't know what the term means, you know what I'm saying, you want to use the term. Well, we are from Shem as well, so maybe you are anti-Semitic. So
damn right. So I guess move on. A few more. Listen, I seen this. I was like, good night. 12 over 29 injured during a terrorist attack on Jewish community during Hanukkah event in Australia. This was damn. That is crazy, because Sacha Baron Cohen, the actor that played Borat, saying nobody should be killed for their faith. I was like, did he say faith? So being Jewish is not a nationality; it's a faith. Damn, I thought it was a bloodline. So if you believe in your head you're Jewish, you could just be Jewish. Damn. And some white person told me, well, someone decided to be of the chosen nation. Someone chose to be chosen. How can you choose to be chosen? I said, that's diabolical. You choose to be chosen? You know?
Breaking news out of Sydney, Australia, where 2 terrorists killed 12 people at the Bundy Beach Hanukkah event. Watch this video.
Yeah, we aren't playing too much of that. I don't want to get the channel clip, but that's crazy. Like, if you think, listen, our oppressor, whether the scripture says terror shall be on all of his sides.
Okay.
And you want to trust and still be in, you know, a part of white people's society? Don't you see what's happening? We told you they lost their grip. They lost control. You know, there's nothing that they're able to do. If white people ain't safe in white society, what makes you think that the people they oppress are going to be safe in white society? That's why the Bible says Israel is sick in the head. Imagine that. How can you trust the people who can't even, you know, be safe in their white heaven? It's a lucky other one.
So like, you understand, like, we don't condone terrorism, we don't condone violence, but you know what, you know what I'm saying, more of this is about to happen. You know what I'm saying, you about to see this in Canada, you about to see this everywhere. Why? Because the Bible says so. Not only the Bible says so, but Canada and this country, they allowed a lot of these terrorists, you know what I'm saying, inside of the country without, you know what I'm saying, properly vetting them, properly searching about them, properly knowing them. A lot of them are there, are your neighbors. You know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, shopping with you, are working next to you. You know what I'm saying, they're just waiting for that phone call. Once they get that phone call or they go crazy, they went through, you know what I'm saying, like they got fired from their job, they hate, you know what I'm saying, the oppressor, they're gonna do these things. You know what I'm saying? So be this, you know what I'm saying? This is why we're telling you to be ready. You know what I'm saying? It might be at your work, at your slavery. You know what I mean? It might be, you know what I'm saying, while you're in the metro, while you're in the, you know what I'm saying, in traffic. You about to see these things happening worldwide, man. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? Y'all be careful. Black, Hispanics, and Native Indian, be careful. Be careful out there and come to the I.S.U.P.K, man. Come get the protection of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Come under the wings, you know what I'm saying, of the angels, you know what I'm saying, that the Most High will put there to protect you, man. And it will only do that if you, you know what I'm saying, start obeying his laws and commandments. You know what I'm saying? Like, come do these things. We want every black, so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Indians safe. You know what I'm saying? To be safe every day. You know what I'm saying? But fortunately, you know what I'm saying, these things are about to happen. And, you know what I'm saying, these part of the prophecies of the Bible. So like,
no, Salaki, you know, it reminded me of something. This is in Toronto too. You think it's just Canada, you think it's just the US, it can't happen in Canada or just France. Listen, this happened in Toronto. That's why you need to come to the school. Also called Black, Latinos, and Native American. Leave white people's problems alone. You understand? All you have to do is follow the laws, statutes, and commandments. That's it. If you leave these people alone, you won't have to worry about white people problem affecting you. That's why you need to come to the school ASAP, because this happened in Toronto. Walid Khan, Osman Azizov, and Fahad Sadat, all from Toronto, have been charged after allegedly attempting kidnappings in Toronto that targeted women and members of the Jewish community. Khan is facing 7 terrorism charges after allegedly providing funds and property to ISIS. Damn. Imagine that. Blacks, Latinos, and Native only have one safe haven. Only one. And it's the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge under Commanding General YAHANNA. Nowhere else. Them, the purple faggots, that's Salaki. The purple sodomites, the purple church, are in cahoots with the Nation of Islam, apparently. And this is who you want to join? Make it make sense. What is it? Ezekiel 11 and 16 says that let me just pull it up. Give me 1 second. Ezekiel chapter 11, verse 16. Therefore, thus said the Lord God, although I have cast them far off among the heathen, and although I have scattered them among the countries, yet will I be to them as a little sanctuary in the countries where they shall come. That sanctuary is the Israelite, the school in Birmingham. You understand? The zone that's being raised up in Leicester, like Officer Dam Gabar under Commanding General YAHANNA. Right? This is Toronto with Officer Zabadia. Montreal with Officer Ariar and myself. Right? New York, Mexico and the Yashakar, Dominican Republic. You understand? Puerto Rico, everywhere our people needs us to be. Jamaica with Officer Abada one, Officer Kayad one. Trinidad, Officer Sawap Yala. Everywhere people need us to be. This is a sanctuary. Everywhere there's an I.S.U.P.K. You understand? Is the sanctuary for our people. The sanctuary, that safe haven, that protection that we need, that we're going to need even more than ever. Don't worry about the food shortage. Worry about, listen, Christ said not to worry. Well, when you follow the Most High, you don't have to worry about a damn thing. Doesn't mean get prepared. That doesn't mean don't train. That doesn't mean just be a couch potato and wait on a chariot. That's not what it means. But when you follow the Lord and your house is in order, you don't have to worry about almost getting kidnapped by these terrorists in Toronto. You don't, because the Lord is watching over you. You don't have to worry about being a casualty on Bondi Beach, because the Lord is watching over you. You understand? You don't have to worry about people kicking in your door to steal the food during the famine, or when they call it when shit hits the fan, is whatever people, the conspiracy theorists and the white preppers are saying. Because the Lord is watching over you and you have brotherhood. You understand? In the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, our women and children are protected. If one of these individuals, any individual associated with them, try to kidnap any of our sisters or children, Lord be with you. You understand? Lord be with you. I'm going to strike you down like the lightning of the Most High. Salakia. But Lord be with you. You understand? Over here, black women are protected. When I say black, I say black, Latino, and Native American women are protected. You don't have to worry about getting kidnapped in the I.S.U.P.K. You don't. Now, if you're out here in the world, unfortunately, a lot of our brothers and sisters disappear all the time. You understand? Out here in this society, they disappear all the time. They're not protected. The only protection they got is the men of the Lord under Commandant General YAHANNA. Shalom says Yahweh Shemala. What if it's tuning in? You understand? Salak Yahweh.
And Salak, priest, you know what I'm saying? That Osman Azizov, that's the one in the middle, right?
That would be a fair assumption.
Yeah,
he don't look like no Waleed. Waleed looks like the one on the left. He don't shave or nothing.
He kind of look Jewish, especially with the name with Azizov. Like that sounds like Jewish to me.
Nah, he's probably like what's like the Turkmenistan or some stan. He probably Afghani. Khan. Listen, these people are from Afghanistan. I guarantee you. That's an Afghani name. Waleed Khan, Osman Azizov, or probably around that area. And that's funny to me. These people are not even Arabs. They're Elamites. Like all this place in Afghanistan, Afghani people are not even Arabs. They're conquered by Muslims. That's just a fun fact, but that's just funny to me. We can move on. I don't want. We have a few more before we play our episode of white peopling. I think that was in Toronto as well. The Nazis were right. What the leaders of Canada's biggest nationalist group really want. They have a remigration movement. Not immigration, they have a remigration movement in Canada. They want non-white people out of Canada, just like in the US. Damn, this is an article I found. It said, if it's for white people, we'll allow it. Bombing every ship in the Caribbean. And MAGA are like, yo, yes, finally, let's do something for white people. Let's exterminate the niggas. Imagine that. If you think white nationalism is just in Nazi Germany or in southern US, it's everywhere. In Australia a couple of months ago, they were saying what? They were saying pull the machetes out and kill the niggas. That's what it said in Australia like 2 months ago. Y'all not ready. A race war, civil war, a world war. The war is happening. Salaki.
You understand? Like remigration, you understand? They want remigration. The first one that should go should be, you understand, the people that stole the land.
Damn right.
Deport yourself, deport, you know what I'm saying, yourself back. You know what I'm saying? Like, assume it. You know what I'm saying? You want remigration. You know what I'm saying? Well, you know what I'm saying? This land belongs to the native. You know what I'm saying? All right, just go where you come from. Go to the Caucasus Mountain, and you know what I'm saying? Be brave over there. Be a patriots over there. You know what I'm saying? Go back in the caves and be a patriot. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's gonna have a problem with you, you know what I'm saying, and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's even gonna think about you. You understand? Meanwhile, you know what I'm saying, you want remigration while you know what I'm saying, you an immigrant yourself. You know what I'm saying? You don't belong here. You know what I'm saying? You don't belong nowhere. You know what I'm saying?
Imagine that.
God, except in the caves. It's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot, the one. You see the clips we had played, right? About beautiful places on the face of the earth. I understand white people don't want to go back to that. You know, they don't want to go back to the caves. They don't want to go back to desolate land. That's why they steal the land. You know, I seen a clip. It was a comedian said, "Yo, if I was white, and I see like a fertile land, and I come out the caves, I wouldn't want to go back to the caves. There's nothing. There's barely like a grain of sand. There's not even a drop of water in the caves. I wouldn't want to go back to that." Listen, you're gonna have to go back whether you like it or not.
Okay.
You're going to be deported whether you like it or not. You understand? Don't blame us. Come on, so I got one.
I just wanted to add as well, you know what I'm saying, like white people, Caucasian or the Edomite oppressor, they always say like, well, you know what, we built this, we built that, you know what I'm saying, we made America beautiful, you know what I'm saying, like the native didn't do nothing. Well, in that case, go back to the caves and make it beautiful. So like,
yeah. Listen, if you build society like you claim you did, you build civilizations, why don't you go back to that desolate land where there's not one grain of sand and build a civilization over there? If you had to civilize us, why steal the land? Just stay where you are. Go in the most, deserted places on the face of the earth and go build over there. If we're truly lazy people and you had to build everything, go to a place where nobody is. Go to a place where there's not one living soul. You understand? And go build over there. That's really it. You managed to build America by yourself, right? You built America. The settlers built Canada. You built everything in the Caribbean. You were the greatest civilization in Europe, right? You taught everybody how to bathe, how to be civilized. Well, go civilize a place where there's nobody over there to commit a genocide on. That's it. If you truly are honest about what you're saying and you really believe that you're the most civilized people on the face of the earth and that you do nothing but build, go ahead and civilize. Go civilize hell. Damn shit. Go do that. Filthy bastard. Salaki. Where we out on the time? Yeah, we have 2 more clips.
This past week, the new Twitter update dropped, and shout out to Elon. He might have did his big one because now Twitter is showing account locations, and many of the black pages on Twitter that spread anti-black rhetoric and contribute to gender wars are being exposed for being based in India and East and South Asia. Accounts that got exposed are MAGA accounts, so-called American political accounts, large hip-hop pages, fake black American accounts, catfish influencers, and various bot accounts. And these pages weren't just trolling for fun. They were leading narratives, creating fake diaspora beefs, starting gender wars, pitting black women versus black men, spreading stereotypes, and launching misinformation. And the thing is, people have been calling it out for a minute now, but it's cold hard facts now. They're literally weaponizing blackness, pretending to be black Americans, grifting inside the culture, and rage baiting their way into US politics from countries they're not even from. This update might be the best thing to happen on Twitter since Elon acquired it. Someone said black oppression is a global operation. And boy, is that true. We're in an era of digital blackface. And the most interesting thing I find about this whole situation is that they have to put black people at the center of their chaos because they know that's the only way they'll get engagement. Why is that? This past week, the new Twitter update dropped.
Listen, someone said that, anti-blackness is a global operation. That's in the Bible. That's in the Bible. This is Psalms chapter 83, verse 3. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. You see, the problem is, you reject the only thing that gives you the blueprint about all the problems on the face of the earth. It's not like we don't know. The book of Revelation tells you that the earth will help the woman. Just slightly paraphrasing, right? The woman is Israel, and the earth will swallow up all the propaganda being put against the nation of Israel. All these blacks versus Latinos, ADOS, FBA accounts, black women hate black men hate black women, or whatnot. A lot of them, if not most, is not black people. We've been telling you that, it's made up. Listen, black women love black men. Some of them don't because they were conditioned to not do so. Just like black men, a lot of them were conditioned to hate each other. Salakia. We don't really hate each other. We don't. If you're not brainwashed, it's propaganda pushed by filthy, disgusting heathens who are part of the scheme of destroying your people to make sure you don't gather together. That's really it. Better late than never realize that it's all a plot to destroy people. And when I say black, I mean black, Latino, and Native. Same with these accounts saying, well, there's no black indigenous, or well, the Native are from Siberia. Listen, it's propaganda pushed to destroy your people and to hate your brothers and sisters and to make sure you don't gather one another. We already knew that. You know how we knew? Because we know the white man's goddamn devil the Bible speaks of. That all nations are working together to keep you oppressed and subservient. Salakia.
So, come on. You know what I'm saying? Everything you said is perfect. I just want to add for the, you know what I'm saying, because he did say like MAGA as well, you know what I'm saying? Those are the white people, you know what I'm saying, make America great again. So how do you feel being a patriot? You know what I'm saying? You was following that Twitter page, that X page, and meanwhile you thought it was another fellow patriot. Meanwhile, it's an East Indian, a coolie, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
telling you, boosting your spirit up. You're boosting your spirit up. You know what I'm saying? And those same people you're gonna call niggers. You're gonna call, you know what I'm saying, the immigrants, and you know what I'm saying, kick them out of the country. You understand? You know what I mean? So how do you feel about that? So like,
yeah. You understand? That's diabolical. Just know that a lot of bad information that you hear about, you know, all the 12 tribes, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native, is propaganda. You know how I know it's propaganda? I'm from the city of Montreal. Apparently, we're the face of crime, but we don't run the Italian mafia, the Jewish mafia, the Portuguese, the Russian mafia. Listen, the government of Quebec was hand in hand with the Italian mafia and the bikers. These are not black organizations. They're all, last time I checked, they're all Caucasian complexion and not the Bombardier complexion. You understand? Just know it's all propaganda. And if you believe in the propaganda, you're more of a slave than anything else. You understand? You're more of a slave than anything else. And it's time for you to wake up. The Bible says it is high time for you to wake up. It's better late than never. Because when Christ comes back, don't wake up when Christ cracks the sky open and say, well, damn, the white man really lied. Christ is a nigga. We've been telling you that, since 1969. Brothers read the Bible during slavery. They started slave revolts. The Bible did not keep you enslaved. The white man's lies kept you enslaved. Salakia.
Right.
Now, one more clip. This is really because of the breakdance event. So to bring it back to the start of the show, right? A lot of these people, really, everybody's a culture vulture. I stumbled upon this video. Shit. I have to apologize to my Benjamin brothers and sisters, but this is diabolical.
I'm Tokyo, it's my bad bitch, low new kicks. We're higher than I live one big silly. I was a Tokyo Jolly. I'm gonna hush monosh, come skinny. Canada to Japan, be a girl, they want me body. On just stop me, open your belly. Orelano style, it's demo steady. Japanese anytime ready. Yo, make some noise. カムバックから引き継ぐボイスセクシーギャル待ち集まりボス己リシェクバディギャル好きのミアキャンストップワン東海プレミアム何を片手に新曲レックチャンスをキャッシュにチェンジ雨の夜降り止まないドル円アイギャルボンクスセクシーなキッズシロッペノーバー尻として分回すモーターキャラ君のサイラコカ・コーラ下んぱにかきこれ行くかふざけて遊ぶここからまたなしが世界チャンス名古屋発想でと祈るでかいば捨てにアクティブ軽快な余計なこと言わないよ口にちゃんアフーパリクラクステマワラビーアルーパミディスミアジャパニーズ一にローリン二で席コーミン三で飛ばしてこいつも通りジャックラム東京
Boy, you know they're stealing this the whole style. They stole it from like I think 4 or 5 Benjamites from Toronto, and these Japanese cats are from Toronto. Listen, let me see if I can find the original for y'all. This is the original, right?
It's only if it's not a bad bitch, do not enter. Can't forget all your bad, yeah. Naturally, mad. One time I just want. Dance with the killing off of the like bumpy guns. Nobody send your
That's flavor.
You know, all of our flavor.
That's flavor right there.
Shoot up your belly. Not in a long chat, yeah, I'm cocky no dead. So bitch, at your back in the ear, stay steady. Say she want fuck kill like I'm a phone and you want cook me a fuck and dagger. Nobody go and stoosh me no care about manners. You love bad man, me a Tony Montana. You like that, me do it again, mother. So me say naturally, actually, me woulda live in your belly and stop kill bad freaks. So she come with bad habitat, man. I fuck you, make me see your balance, man. She love her for artist life, now stop say how the artist nice. Yeah. She love her for artist vice, put your throat right just to make the artist try it. Miss Grippy get the artist right. She a bounce pan body, she a shine on pipe. She a move like says she want ride all night. Like says she want ride all night. Alright, what you can you?
So the thing is that, do these Japanese cats really would like to be black? Are they getting stopped by the police? Listen, I don't see these Japanese people living in Jane and Finch. You understand? I don't see these Japanese people's community being destroyed by crack cocaine. You know? Why don't they do Japanese music? Listen, Japanese music is not bad like that. Why don't you, you know, be fake? Yo, listen, wear a kimono and samurai sword. You know how I know it's not bad, and you probably would, you know, be successful? Because black people love anime. I love anime. Shit. Dragon Ball Z, you know, Attack on Titan and shit like that. Get a samurai sword and some shit. You know, say konnichiwa. It's sake. Drink some sake, not some Hennessy. You know, imagine that. Like, they stole all these brothers. Listen, down to the flow. They try to mimic their voices and everything. And see, that's every single nation. This is what we were at a breakdance event yesterday. We seen a white woman almost have a seizure. She was trying to, you know, hop and lock. I was about to call the EMS. But we're the salt of the earth. We're influencing every single nation of the earth. I think it says Israel shall be a light to the Gentiles. You know why the problem is? When we're in rulership, everybody will have to follow our lead, just like they're doing it right now. Salakia, I don't want.
Salakia, what you said, like, is powerful, because, you know what I'm saying, imagine this, as you are black, Hispanic, and Native Indian. Imagine, put something in your mind. You know what I'm saying? Imagine you being destroyed, yet everybody want to be you. In your destruction, you know what I'm saying? In the state of destruction, everybody want to be you. They talk like you, they walk like you, they're trying to dance like you, they're trying to eat the type of food that you eat. They're learning Creole, they're learning patois, they're learning, you know what I'm saying, all slangs, you know what I'm saying, because it's cool. You know what I'm saying? They want to be you. Imagine in our destruction, they want to do that. Now, imagine if we are great. Imagine, you know what I'm saying, when we rule the world. You know what I'm saying? You think, you know what I'm saying, Salakia. You said Salakia, please. You know what I'm saying? Like, you said, like, the Japanese music is good, right? But Salakia, you think, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna get rich, you know what I'm saying, playing this to people? Nobody want to listen to that.
Listen, that's meditating music.
Yeah, I'm saying, I play this music for my plants. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why it's great. You know, listen, you play that for your plants, you find yourself with a whole jungle in your house afterwards. Like, damn, the plants are growing thanks to Japanese music. Just do Japanese music.
Girl, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? This is, you know what I'm saying, something like, you know what I'm saying, like, we should put in our mind as Black, Hispanics, and Native Indian, see how the worth that we have. You know what I'm saying? We should stop, you know what I'm saying, killing one another and realize we are precious, man. You know what I'm saying? Our brothers are precious. Your sisters are precious, man. And the entire world knows this. You know what I'm saying? And they hate us because of who we are. They want to be us. They hate us, but still yet want to be us, man. So like,
and you know what's crazy? Again, you know why people sell drugs? Like French Montana sell drugs and does rap because he wants to be black. Yeah. Not that it's a black thing to do, but we do it because we're oppressed. I think his dad I think French Montana's dad was like selling gold or something like that. Imagine that. His dad is like a jeweler or some shit. You know, imagine that. Like they want to copy, you know, they want to have the image of our oppression. Like dancehall music was not birthed by the high class in Jamaica. It was not. They have, you know, somewhere in Asia, Southeast Asia, they want to look Mexican with all tattoos and lowriders and chucks and things. They want to be us so bad, but don't want to be treated like us. That's why they had to make, they had Bill Clinton pass a Stop Asian Hate Crime bill. That's thanks to us. If black people don't march, you would not get a Stop Asian Hate Crime bill. I seen a Muslim woman talk about, well, Canada is a colonial society. The only reason she's saying that is because they're getting, they're starting to get rid of Muslim rights. And when I mean Muslim rights, they're starting to crack down on, you know, wearing a hijab, being able to pray in your place of work. Now that the Muslims are feeling the heat, all of a sudden we have to speak against the colonial history of Canada. We didn't hear nothing when the natives said gave the land back. The natives were protesting against the pipeline. Where were the Muslims then? Now that the Muslims have beef with Canada, they have to say, well, Canada has a colonial history that we have to speak against. Now that you're being treated like niggas, spics, and savages, you have to speak against what's going on to niggas, spics, and savages without including niggas, spics, and savages. Imagine that. Let's play it one more time to show y'all, yo, these filthy heathens, they stealing everything from you. They stealing everything on down to they try to do the tone of voice, the style. They're trying to steal the lyrics of these brothers too. I don't know if y'all peep that.
Canada to Japan, be a girl de one me body. On dressed up me a opina you belly. Borela no style is demo steady. Japanese anytime ready. Yo, make some noise. Come back から引き継ぐボイスセクシーギャル街集まりボス己リシェクバディギャル好きのミアキャンストップワン東海プレミア何も片手に新曲レックチャンスをキャッシュにチェンジ雨の夜降り止まないドル円アイギャルボンクスセクシーなキッズシノペノーバー尻として分のはスモーター
Okay, listen, this is not cultural appropriation. This is not cultural appreciation. This is cultural appropriation. The original one has more flavor. Anyways.
Right. Can't forget though you're bad, yeah. Naturally. Mad. No time I just want. Dance with the killing off of your like bumpy. But me don't see, yeah. Fucking up, he hope as me no come quick. Your pussy no inna the ring and me a punch. On me dick in a chick black and shoot up your belly. Not in a long chat, yeah, me cocky no dead. Take a bitch at your back inna the ear, stay steady. Say she want fuck kill like I'm a phone in your head. You want fuck me a fuck and dagger. Nobody go and stoosh me no care about manner. You love bad man, me a Tony Montana. You like that, me do it again, mother. So me say naturally, actually, me woulda live in your belly and stab it real bad freak. So she come with bad habitat, man. I fuck you, make me see your balance, man. She love her for artist life, non stop say how the artist nice. Yeah, she love her for artist vice. Put your throat right, yes, I make your artist try it.
Yeah, shout out to these brothers, you understand? But we're running short on time. You know, imagine that's diabolical. These Japanese cats are not even from Japan. They're from Toronto. They thieving the style of the Toronto youths. Hey, yo, let us shine for a minute. If you don't want to, that's why the Lord is going to destroy Japan as well. Just so you know. But as you already know, we have our episode of white peopling as usually. You know, let's run the clip. I don't want, yeah?
Yeah, I'm right.
On today's episode of Random White Acts of Danger, we have the deep sinking mud challenge, as he called it. Margin for error, you guessed it, death, because you suffocate in a deep sinking mud hole, as you can see. Why? Strictly for vibes. And I guess to show us how to get out the mud. But like in my head, I'm like, you could have just stood right there and be like, hey, if you ever see any of this in the wilderness, watch out. It could be dangerous. There could be a deep sinking mud hole. Side note, head still not visible. And then just toss the rock in there. Oh, there he goes. And I'll be like, oh, okay, I'll take your word for it. But instead, you jumped in there with a backpack. Huh? Are you insane? And the crazy shit is, I've only seen part 1. I haven't seen part 2. Did somebody just find your phone and it was like, oh shit? Wait a second, there's somebody dead in the mud down there. Because it doesn't look like you're doing well. I just can't get over the backpack. Why would you increase the difficulty with the backpack? And then on top of that, I know this meeting with the upper room with God be very quick. Meeting, he'd be like, you are a dickhead. Why would you jump in to a mud sinking hole when you knew it was like that? No supervision other than a tripod and a phone. Run the outro.
Listen, I don't understand. That's why sometimes you have to appreciate white people. Like, you will never see a nigga do shit like that and be like, damn, I did not know this is how you get out of a mud hole, a sinking mud hole, or some quicksand. If it wasn't for a white man filming himself jumping into some quicksand with a backpack on. You know, also, when we have to appreciate white people for that, we have to give credit to a black woman because she invented the camera lens. Hey, shit. Shout out to that sister. And because of that, thanks to that sister, we can have white people filming themselves doing white people shit so that niggas don't recreate the same stupid action that white people partake in, such as jumping into some quicksand with or without a backpack on. Most thanks. Like, we appreciate you for your service so that we don't have to recreate the dumb, deadly actions that you just did. It's a lucky other one.
God, hey, white people would do what white people do, man. like, good night, man.
Yeah, how you jump into quicksand? Like, he's sunk in there. This thing disappeared. I don't understand. Like, what possessed you to say, yo, you know what? Even the brother saying, yo, why didn't you do it at the edge of the quicksand? Yo, this man, and you see the way he jumped. Let me pull it back. Let's watch this. He didn't just stood there and jumped. You clearly could tell he ran and took a leap in the quicksand. What if it went wrong? And this is part 1. Where's part 2?
Because what if an animal was under there, you know what I'm saying, some type of anaconda or whatnot, you know what I'm saying, like crocodile.
No, nothing can survive in there. Quicksand is deadly. Even animals don't go in there. That should tell you. Shit. That's the only animal that will go in there, especially willingly, is a white man. He dove in there. And again, why the backpack? He said you increased the difficulty. Shit. Like, hey. But again, that was another great episode of One West Ground Zero. Officer IDR 1000 IDR and myself, Officer 500 Barack Yellow. We're live every Sundays, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You already know the best show in Canada, right? Passover coming up April 4th, 2026, Houston, Texas. Make sure you pay your Passover fees, $200, right? 118 and up. And it's nothing. You know how I know it's nothing? Because you have no issues buying weed, which amount to over $1,000 every week. You can't pay for $200 for something righteous. Stop being a drug addict. That's it. And come to the Passover, the one and only Passover of the Lord. You understand? And make sure you also pay your tithes, ISUPK.com. With that said, Israel, Shalom, Yahba, Shashbakatam, to all the brothers, Yahweh Shemala, Tanbar, Shemioshai, to all the sisters. We'll see you next week. Shalom.
We have a gift that nobody can see, that was handed over to us to do something amazing. Take the gifts, man. Take the gifts. Take the gifts, man. And let the Most High work in you to do something you have never done.
I ain't even impressed. What you expect? You see this shit? Hold on. There's One West on my chest.
One West world. That's it.
Fucking street code, let a priest love. No stain, break gang with the leash off. I ain't nothing of this world, I need a respawn. I just know they wish that I would stop, but I keep going. These fringes on my calf like a tube sock. I used to stuff the loose ones in my shoebox. And we came a long way from the curb curbside. Now we looking from the top, from a bird eye. And I can't leave my brother on the battlefield. Lord, let the hell rain, we gon' see who real. And you know they gon' hate when they see a plate. So imagine what they doing for $250,000. And we really the only ones going to war. You niggas just be talking like y'all won the war. I made love to this truth and there's no divorce. My Spanish mommy call me Poppy like a corner store. Let me show you how to do it. Said he living by the word, I think it's time he proved it. I think you better use your head before you fucking lose it. And say the acting for the camera, this is not a movie. I pray to God I don't fall off. I ain't nothing like y'all. Niggas think they slime, cut their head off a python. Blame me for my outlook, never counted the lookouts. The world said I wasn't shit, but look how I turned out. Not so bad, huh? Why you mad, huh? We go hard, but go harder for the have-not. Listen, when that oil hit your leg, then you can't stop. Your feet better hit the ground running, this shit bedrock. Man, we tried to put him on, but he sleep. Waking up the people, that's the job for a priest. Hopped out the wheel, fringes swinging like a pendulum. You heard of the tribes, where the fuck you think they get it from? Look, I'm a soldier, get the order, then I get it done. Got some big shit to split the water, make these niggas run. Why you hurt? If I told the truth, then I showed you love. Let me prove it, wanna move right, let me show you how to do it. Let me show you how to do it. Said he living by the word, I think it's time he proved it. I think you better use your head before you fucking lose it. And say the acting for the camera, this is not a movie.
Don't step over the line though. Everybody, anybody, it's up for everybody. And that's I got bigger fish to fry. I got people to say. I ain't even on a rap, so I already beat the rap shit.
Shalom, Israel. It's that time again. The I.S.U.P.K. under Commanding General YAHANNA presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026 in Houston, Texas. All Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans are commanded to observe the Lord's Passover. This will be the biggest Passover to date. You do not want to miss this. Fresh lamb, fresh wine, and bitter herbs as commanded by the Most High. Only $200 per person ages 17 and up. The biggest event of the year. There is only one Passover, and it's under Commanding General YAHANNA. See you there, Israel. Shalom.
Nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and war like apparel. Prefer